Hi everyone, this is a little review and talk through the Tarot Tattoo Tarot. There we go, already messing it up, but this is the Tattoo Tarot, Ink and Intuition, and I wanted to do a review on this. When I saw this at Urban Outfitters, which is where I actually got this, I just thought, wow, what a deck. And you know what, the price also really impressed me. The price of this here says £16.99. I know that can actually seem quite expensive, as well for tarot cards in comparison to other tarot cards, but I have to say that I've seen and I've actually bought tarot cards that are in the £40 mark, which are very, very expensive. I've seen other tarot cards that are like $80, $90 very expensive, but when I saw this, I was just so impressed by the foiling, the colours, the artwork, the box. I just thought, wow. So I really wanted to do a review on this. I'm planning to do reviews on all the cards that I have in my tarot collection, which by the way is a lot. I probably have about 60 to 70 decks, so I want to be able to go through them and just share with you my thoughts and feelings on these tarot cards. Okay, so first of all, we've talked about the price. The box itself is really beautiful, as I've mentioned. It's got this beautiful foil detailing. It's very, very high quality, very durable box. It is a box with a lid, as you can see, and it's, again, very, very beautiful because as you open it on each side, it's got the artwork. Very, very beautiful. And of course, it's really inspired by tattoo and ink, so it's really got that. It's got this beautiful colour inside of it. No artwork inside, but it is covered in artwork and this beautiful gold that really comes through. So we have a leaflet here, which is a full-sized leaflet, as you can see. And then inside you've got the same colour that is in the lid. And you've got a little bit of paper to hold the cards in. And then you have all of the cards. Now the cards, from what I can see right now, because I haven't opened these of course, they are matte. So these are matte cards. If you're hoping, and I guess it could be a little bit misleading if you're hoping that the cards really do resemble what is on the box, which is also, it's upside down, which is also gold as well. You might be a little bit like, the cards haven't actually got gold on them, or at least I can't see any so far. So that's just something to bear in mind, that sometimes, the box can be really, it can have a lot more. The cards may not have as much more. I mean, I don't mind that, but if you're looking forward to that, so far everything is pretty much matte. There is no gold on the actual cards. Okay, it's just thought I would mention that. Alright, so we will get into the cards, but let's just have a look at this leaflet. I really enjoy these pamphlets and these booklets that come inside of the boxes for the tarot cards. Because if you're a beginner, it just really helps you to understand tarot and to see how either the publisher or the artist or whoever this is made by envisions the cards and what they see as the meaning, and the little symbolism that they put in, because all tarot cards are not the same. They can have different imagery and it can mean different things. Sometimes they are themed differently, of course, so I really enjoy reading these, and I always read them before I start using the cards. So here we have a guide to selecting and reading the cards. Okay, so we have an introduction, and it has all the information on the publisher as well. So we have an introduction. I'm not going to read all of this, but it's got an introduction essentially to tarot, conducting a reading, drawing and interpreting the cards. What's really interesting here as well is that we have spreads, which I think is really lovely. These are also very different spreads to the ones that I've seen in other tarot cards that I have purchased as well, which again is really lovely. So we've got, big spreads. We've also then got here the minor arcanas. So that is also very nice. It's also labeling the elements as well, which is nice. And so this really talks about, and I actually really like this, it talks about the 3s, the 4s, the 5s, all of the numbers in tarot, as well as, the wands, the coins, the cups and the swords. So that is really nice. That's a detail I feel like not a lot of tarot cards always talk about, in terms of the numbers. In all of my readings, I always mention things like, the 5s in tarot, it represents change. The 1s in tarot represent starts. So, you know, things like that. That's not always seen in the booklet. So I like the fact that it's really referencing numbers and using that element of numerology. So it's showing the suits. Then we've got here the courts. So again, it talks about kings, queens, knights, and knaves, or pages, as they are also known. Right, so that again is a really nice touch, and it shows the cards as well. Then we've got here individually, we've got all of the cups, which again I think is really nice. So it's really separated the cards in that sense. You've got the swords, the wands, coins, or pentacles as they're known, and then we've got the major arcanas, which is nice. There's more information on the major arcanas. Okay, so it really shows a lot of information. For example, you know, if we look at, let's have a look at the lovers, you know, for an example. So it says here, love, attraction, virtue, compatibility, harmony, triumph over trials, choice, vacillation. I'll be honest, it's a word that I haven't actually come across, but very interesting. Intuitive decisions, union, entanglement, enmeshment, infidelity, moral lapse, vice, separation, quarrels, interference, inadequacy, and then, sorry, something just popped up on my screen as well, failing tests. So, you know, there's a lot of different words that come through in regards to each of those particular cards. And again, there's just so much to learn, you know. For example, that was a word that I haven't really come across. So, you know, by me looking that up, it's a new thing to add as well. Okay, so we have all of those, and then we have some information about the illustrator. So, yeah, so there we go. There we go. So this is made by Megan Munden, a UK-based illustrator who commissions range from illustrations for advertising, fashion, product design, and publishing to large-scale murals and tattoo design. So that is the illustrator, and this is actually published by Lawrence King Publishing. So, that being said, the cards, right? So the good thing is you can just literally pull the cards out with this, and oh my gosh, it is a very, very large group of cards. There are some card decks that are very, very flat and very, very thin just because the cards are very thin. I will say that these are really great quality cards because they are thick cards, so it just has that extra bit of durability. Sometimes when you use cards a lot, they can actually become very, very battered. So the back of the card looks like this, very, very beautiful. I will say, when you look at this artwork, you would probably expect something like this on the back of the card. So if you look at the way that boxes are, and you're really drawn by the boxes, and then you pick the tarot cards don't always reflect the boxes. That is something that I will mention, and it is something that I have been disappointed with in the past. Personally, you know, if the back of the card really reflected this, I think I would have been just even more excited. It's quite a plain design, so, you know, I will just mention that it is quite plain, but nonetheless it's still very, very beautiful. It works either way. Okay, so we also have the cards here. As we know, there is really no gold, reflective gold, on this particular card. This bit here kind of looks a bit reflective on the actual screen, but it's matte. There's no foiling. Okay, so this is the Ace of Swords, the Two of Swords. The artwork itself is very, very beautiful, I will say. It's very unique, which I think is really lovely. Okay, Three of Swords, Four of Swords, Five of Swords. Some of the artwork kind of seems similar as well. It doesn't really reflect, of course, upon traditional tarot, where, of course, you know, the illustrations, you know, are just really well known. This is a completely different take on it, a very personal take. So we've got the Six of Swords, Seven of Swords, we've got the Eight of Swords with the stars, Nine of Swords, Ten of Swords, Knave of Swords, Knight of Swords. Okay, so in this deck we have the Knave and the Knight. Okay, and that's not something we always have in all the tarot decks. Every deck, as I mentioned, is very, very different. So in this one, we don't just have the Knight, the King, and the Page. You know, we have the Knave, which is essentially like the Page. We have the Queen of Swords, King of Swords. Oh, this one's beautiful. I really like the illustration on this. Ace of Cups. You know, for people that are really interested in getting a like tarot tattoo, I think this deck actually is very inspiring in terms of that. You know, just because these look like those kinds of tattoos that people would get. Two of Cups. Three of Cups. Four of Cups. Five of Cups. And, you know, the interesting thing about this particular card, Five of Cups, is it's about sadness, it's about grief, it's about not feeling so great. So we've got that eye, you know, with these teardrops running into that cup. So again, you know, it really does, it tries to really resemble the energy of the card, but, you know, it takes a bit of digging for that symbolism. We've got the Six of Cups, Seven of Cups, Eight of Cups. It's really interesting because we've got these two half hearts, you know, in both of those cups as well. Eight of Cups is a card of self-discovery. It's also a card about somebody walking away, you know, from a situation. We've got the Nine of Cups. Ten of Cups. Look at that. Right, beautiful. Knave of Cups. We've got the Knight of Cups. Queen of Cups. King of Cups, Ace of Cups, sorry, Ace of Wands. We are now on the Wands. I really like this one as well, you know, Ace of Wands, Two of Wands, we've got the Three of Wands, Four of Wands, Five of Wands, Six of Wands, Seven of Wands, Eight of Wands, Nine of Wands, 10 of Wands, Knave of Wands, Knight of Wands. And also, you know, the wands are all about fire and passion. So the fact that we have this very like red, we have a lot of red running through these wand cards really does reflect that as well. Whilst with the, if we look at the cup cards, we've got more blue, right? Because the cups are more about that water energy. Queen of Wands. So I like that, you know, again, it really resembles with that. We've got here King of Wands, but it's still a very modern take, of course. It's their vision. I like this. Oh my God, look at this Ace of Coins. So beautiful. Got the peacock. I love birds. I love flamingos. I love peacocks. I have an African grey parrot. I love them. They are so beautiful. So really like seeing this. Look at that. Two of Coins. Oh my gosh. I love the illustration of these coin cards. Three of Coins. I can't get enough of this. I really like these coin cards. The one thing I will say is that I do wish that it had gold incorporated in the card, just like the box. I feel like the box just really is very special. Not to say the cards aren't, but the box just takes the cake. Right? The box just really takes the cake. I really felt that the box would resemble more of what the cards looked like, and I have to say, I feel like the box is just so much more in terms of its design, you know, so I really feel that the box is really what draws people in. It's not to say the cards are bad, I just wish that the cards had that element that really ties, you know, that gold as well. Five of Coins, Six of Coins, Seven of Coins, Eight of Coins, Nine of Coins, 10 of Coins, Knave of Coins, Knight of Coins, Queen of Coins, King of Coins. Look at how proud that king is. He's like, yeah, that's my coin. We have the wild card. So these are all the major arcanas in tarot. the world. I will be very honest, right? In the beginning, I did say that, they're not really like traditional tarot, but I will say that the major arcanas so far, just when I went like this, the major arcanas really they do very much so resemble the tarot cards in traditional tarot. So maybe I spoke too soon, but of course I wouldn't have necessarily known that until I got to the bottom of the deck where all the major arcanas are. So I will say that, the major cards really do resemble traditional tarot, but the minor ones, they really don't very much. Especially, you've got kind of one cards and the numbered cards, but they don't. But, then you've got the king and the queen and the knave. So, those ones also kind of do, but these ones definitely do. The world card, judgment card. It's kind of like, their own take on it, but sun card, the moon card. I like this. Moon card, we've got the star, really beautiful. Temperance, death, hanged man, wheel of fortune, the hermit, justice, the chariot, the lovers. We have here the Hierophant. We have the Empress, High Priestess, Magician. These are all going kind of, they're not really in order as well. That is something I will mention. I don't know if that's, it's kind of strange that the major arcanas are not in order. It is a little bit strange, in all honesty, because usually they are in order, but they're not. So that is, again, something I will mention. We have the Fool, the Emperor, Strength, the Tower, and the Devil. Alright, so that is all of the cards, and as you can see, this is the design on the back. So these are the tarot cards, and yeah, this is my review. Overall, I say that they are really worth the money. Again, as I mentioned, there are really expensive tarot cards on the market, and it of course depends on the illustrator, the publisher, whether it's independent, all that kind of stuff really does make a very big difference. And I will say that the quality of the cards is really great. I do wish that there were elements of the actual box, for example, the gold really incorporated in it. So that is something I would have really hoped, but overall, I'm not disappointed. I just feel like, there's some elements that could have been incorporated, but overall, I really do like the artwork. I think it's really, really lovely. I also feel that the quality of the cards are really great as well. I feel like they'll last me a very, very long time, especially with the amount of readings I do. They will last, because cards can, really show a lot of wear and tear over time, but I really do feel that they will last well, and for the price, honestly, they are wonderful. I also love the fact that the booklet just really explains a lot as well, and I just love how it's so unique. That's the thing as well. It's very, very unique, and I also feel that it is quite easy to understand as well. So if you're a beginner, this is a really great, different kind of deck to get. I think it is really, really nice. And if you're wondering where I got it, I actually did get it on Urban Outfitters. I'm pretty sure I got this in store, but you can also get this online, I think, and I'm pretty sure if you type in the title of it into Google, you'll be able to find it maybe on Amazon or somewhere else. Pretty sure it will be there, but this is my review. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you like this video, don't forget to like this video. If there is a tarot card deck that you have seen on my channel that you would like me to review, let me know in the comment section below. Make sure you are subscribed to my channel to make sure that you don't miss out on any other videos. Also, if you're interested in winning a free reading with me, do check out the description box below. Very, very simple to enter. If you would like to purchase a private paid tarot reading with me, information for that will also be down below. They are done within 24 to 48 hours. Last thing I want to mention is that my spiritually charged intention bracelets are on Etsy. They start from just £3 with free international shipping. They are saged, they are meditated with, and they are there to remove obstacles and challenges from different areas of your life. And I put so much effort into them. Thank you so much to all of you for all of your love and support. And of course you can check out the reviews on them as well. So a link to my Etsy will be down in the description box below. If you're on mobile, make sure you tap on the title of this video and it will automatically expand the description box. And I hope you have an absolutely lovely day, night, wherever you are, whenever you're watching this, and take care. Bye!